if you want a beach trip, St Anne's is a great place to come. And it's breezy, so the temperature is pleasant, even though it's very hot.
Beautiful Guadeloupe is French, so it's part of the EU, and with a bit of luck you'll be able to use your smartphone, which means the local bus company app will work. You'll see when a bus is coming in live time, and you'll be able to buy a ticket to beaches like St Francis or St Anne's. To save time, you might like to download the app before you go. Details are on the screen or in our blog.
Although Basse-Terre is the capital, Pointe-à-Pitre, where the ship docks, is the largest town. Just up from the ship is this square where you'll find the market.
We didn't find too much to do in the town, so I would suggest the S1 bus to the beach. If you can't do that, the Panoramic bus tour, we'll show you that in just a second.
Place de la Victoire is close to the sea. It's where you'll get a local bus, and it's close to the market. It also has a war memorial to the First World War. And the tourist office is right in the middle of the square.
But it was closed. We'll show you the bus tour in just a moment.
So this is General Freebuft, the governor of Guadeloupe in 1860. If you want to see l'Église de Massabielle, you have to climb up the hill. It's quite a long climb, and it's actually closed now we've got here, so you might want to check before you come.
You get the idea. Beach or tour?
We're at the edge of St Anne's, which is the main tourist village on the island, and there's a little craft market and a beautiful view of the sea here.
You can get here by the S1 bus from the port, which will also take you to St Francis.
This is the Madras cotton that Guadeloupe is famous for. It's like a Scottish tartan, but highly coloured. Beachside shacks for drink and food, beachside markets to mooch around.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it.
This is the very picturesque Pointe des Châteaux. This is the drier side of the island. It gets much less rainfall. So people from the other side of the island come here if they want a dry holiday. So the beach is really unspoiled. There's much less vegetation on this side of the island. Not that I'm fossil hunting, but this does look like a specimen to me. These are tropical Livingston daisies. They're often found in the Caribbean and also in the Canary Islands, and sometimes we've taken some home and grown them at home. They're beautiful. The water's very clear, and it looks like there are people swimming and snorkeling in the bay over by the far beach. That looks like a good one. €3. They're lovely.
Yeah, thank you. 3 and 2.5. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you. Tucked away in the greenery is a little bar. Thank you.
Very much.
It's good. We stopped for a drink at the Plantation Golf and Spa Resort, and this is interesting. They've made a crazy golf course from old equipment from distilleries or sugar refineries.
When a tour is described as panoramic, it normally means it's a relaxing, easy tour in a coach with very little walking. But do check, that can change. This wonderful old plantation house is said to be haunted, and money has been sought to turn it into a visitors centre, so it can be an attraction for people to go and see, which will be a nice coach stop. The sad story is that the planter's daughter fell in love with the black slave, and she was kept in her room, locked in there, where she hung herself. Here is the local cemetery, which is black and white, very black and white, except no black person was allowed to be buried there. Not until 1946. Join us for our other films on Doris Visits, which I hope will help you find a tour, know when to choose the beach, and know how to find a bus.
Welcome to Grenada, known as the Nutmeg Isle. Very small island, about the size of the Isle of Wight.
A happy feeling island. It's easy to see the town and very easy to get to Grandad's Beach.
Grandad's Beach is about 7 miles from the port, and $1 on a public bus is a pretty good deal to get here.
We have a small chocolate museum where we offer a complimentary tour. We explain where chocolate comes from, we explain the process we follow here in Grenada to make our dark chocolate.
So we have our spice market, we have our nutmegs, we have our spices, we have our cloves, there's our chocolates.
My name is Alan.
Yeah.
Everybody always have a nice time.
The island that will make you want to dance and smile is famous for spices, chocolate, waterfalls, lakes, and great beaches.
This is a really long beach. You can either stay in front of the bars, which is densely populated, but you have Wi-Fi, or you can walk to the other end and have vast expanse all to yourself. Great bar, music, and steaming ice to keep you cool. Welcome to the rainforest island of Dominica.
But then in 1690, the French came in. And then in 1726, the British came in.
It's hot, you're going to need a hat.
President's Palace, Queen Victoria Memorial Building, the Parliament Building, the Cathedral. Then I go to Mondros.
We're in the Monbrus area, and this was the British area, the area occupied by British troops. Behind me is the capital city, Roseau.
Then I go into the Botanical Gardens.
As you can see, it is stunningly beautiful here.
And then I do the twin waterfalls, the Trafalgar Falls. Okay, if you notice, it's in the tropical rainforest.
So we call it chuk chuk. You pour boiling water on this and drink it.
It's a natural medicine.
Unsweetened too.
There are a lot of natural herbal medicines in the forest. The old people know about this, and when I say old, one has just died at 128. Wow. We're on the viewing platform of the falls. It's a great view. If you want to climb, you can go and swim. We're in the beautiful port of St. Lucia. If you want the beach, don't be tempted to turn left by the bay. You've got to walk up to the roundabout and turn left by the airport. Walk all the way around, come down here to the beach. It's a beautiful Caribbean beach. Not only is it a gorgeous beach, there's natural shade from the trees, so you don't even have to hire a sunbed. It's a shame you can't just run across the runway because the ship really is just over there. A stone's throw from the ship, we found the church, the square, and now we're going to look at the market.
We had a little rainfall last night, so the rainforest is a little wet and also very slippery.
There are 3 activities here. There's the skyline, which doesn't take any effort. There's the zip line, which is going to take a lot of adrenaline. And there's the hike. There are several varieties of snakes in the forest. Ample toilets, there's a cafe and a shop. All in all, it's a brilliant experience. We're en route to the springs and the volcano, and this is a $1 washroom stop. This is an active volcano, and all the mountains around it are the rim. So this could erupt.
So if you see I'm running, you follow.
It absolutely stinks. Amber Cove could not be easier.
You have a choice between the new port resort and the old town.
We've arrived at Costa Rica. It's a beautiful beach.
The sign and the buzzword is Jurassic Park.
So this is very old.
Yeah.
Amber is important. That's why it's called Amber Cove. San Felipe Cathedral was destroyed by fire in 1863.
It's all so like Cuba here. Even the language is very similar. This blue bar is the only original building in the square. This fort in Pointe-à-Pitre is over 400 years old. Amber Cove has a totally different feel to the other cruise ports. It's purpose-built. It's kind of like a theme park. The zip line starts here. These hammocks, complimentary.
Yeah, but can you find one available? Oh, yeah. Okay.
The difference between this port and other ports in the Caribbean is no one's hassling you for money. You could just get off with your costume, your towel, your cruise card, and forget about your money.
If you're joining the ship here, you will go in a coach bonded to the port terminal and check into your ship. Once checked into the ship, you can visit Barbados.
Number 8 is the bearded fig tree, and it is how Barbados got its name, Los Barbados, the bearded one.
We're having a beach day today in Barbados from the cruise ship, and it's really easy to do cheaply. If you like a rum punch and a snorkel, this is the boat for you.
We'll show you north, south, east and west of the island, a bit in the middle, but tonight we're going out.
We're at Moe's Bar and Grill, and it's right on the side of the stage, so the music's going to be loud.
The dancing starts late, but if you don't get there early, you won't get a seat.
Very dramatic. I think there's a wedding over there. It's a baptism. The very helpful young lady in the bar said that the botanical gardens are 5 minutes walk up here. So fingers crossed, I'm trusting her. But it is quite a steep hill. Just having a beer at the famous Sandy Lane Hotel. God knows what it's going to cost.
We really appreciate you watching here on Doris Visits. And for the months you're not cruising, we have a number of novels, thrillers set on cruise ships, crime novels. Start with cruise ship heist and work through. Art theft's my favourite, but you choose.